We met her as a shaved-head kid with superpowers. Now, at 21, Millie Bobby Brown is sending a powerful new message about who she really is. A recent series of images featuring 21-year-old Millie Bobby Brown in a bikini has generated its predictable wave of online chatter, with headlines declaring the photos leave nothing to the imagination. But when the subject is a woman who the world has watched grow up on screen since she was 12 years old, that simple, salacious phrase carries a much heavier, more complicated weight. This isn't a straightforward story about a young star's vacation photos. It is a delicate, pivotal chapter in the ongoing narrative of a former child actor's most challenging role, claiming ownership of her own adult identity in a world that still sees her as the kid from Stranger Things. Let's explore why this moment is less about a swimsuit and more about unnecessary and inevitably awkward public transition. First, we must acknowledge the unique lens through which the public views Millie Bobby Brown. She didn't enter fame as an adult. She was launched into global superstardom as a child playing 11, a character defined by vulnerability, otherworldly power, and a shaved head. For millions, she is frozen in that image the wide-eyed, buzz-cut girl in a pink dress and a bloodied nose. The cognitive dissonance occurs when that mental image collides with the reality of a 21-year-old woman, confident, stylish, and in control of her own image. The bikini photos are stark, visual declaration of that adulthood. For her, it may simply be a fun beach day. For the public, it can feel like a jarring update, forcing a collective acknowledgement that the child star is now a grown woman with autonomy over her body and her presentation. The phrase "leave nothing to the imagination" is particularly fraught here, as it confronts an audience that has, for nearly a decade, comfortably imagined her as a child. This leads to the core tension of her current career phase, the battle for narrative control. Brown has been vocal about the intense scrutiny she faced as a teenager, from body shaming to the unauthorized creation of inappropriate, AI-generated imagery. In this context, her decision to share these photos can be seen not as a bid for scandalous attention, but as a powerful act of reclamation. It is her saying, "You will see my body as I choose to present it, on my terms." She is seizing the narrative from tabloids and algorithms, attempting to define her own coming-of-age story. The photos are a statement of agency from a young woman who has spent most of her life having her image interpreted, manipulated, and judged by others. In the end, the sensational headline misses the profound human story at play. Millie Bobby Brown's bikini photos are not about leaving anything to the imagination. They are about demanding a new reality. They are a boundary-setting exercise from a young woman who is legally an adult, professionally a powerhouse, and personally navigating the complex task of telling the world who she is now, after the overwhelming story of who she was as a child has finally concluded. It's a necessary, if uncomfortable, step in the lifelong process of an artist separating themselves from their most famous role. The photos don't reveal skin. They reveal a person in transition, declaring that her story is hers to write from here and out. What do you think? Is the public's reaction to Millie Bobby Brown's adulthood unfairly influenced by her childhood fame? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more thoughtful cultural analysis.